Welcome to today's lesson on order of operations. Have you ever seen an equation that looks like this? Look at all those operations. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, parentheses. This is a really long equation. Well, guess what? Today I'm going to teach you how to solve this operation. We use a series of steps to be able to solve long equations like this one. And we call those steps the order of operations. Are you ready? Let's go. The first step in order of operations is solving the set of parentheses first. So I'm going to write parentheses up here so we know that that is the first step. And parentheses are these curved parentheses right here. So we need to make sure we solve whatever is inside of these parentheses first. So we have 6 minus 2 equals 4. Now, when you're working with order of operations, you always want to rewrite the problem so that you don't get confused, because sometimes these long equations can get pretty messy. So now I'm going to rewrite 5 plus 4 times 4, because I have now solved what was in the parentheses. Your next step is to solve any exponents that are in the equation. Now, we don't have any exponents in this equation, so we can actually move on to the next step. Our next step is to do any multiplication or division. Now, with multiplication and division, you're going to see I put those right next to each other. And that's because you start from left to right, just like reading a book, and whichever one comes first, multiplication or division, you're going to do. So for this equation, we only have multiplication. So we have 4 times 4 equals 16. And once again, I'm going to rewrite this equation so that we don't get confused. All right, you're almost done. Last step. We have addition and subtraction. And just like multiplication and division, addition and subtraction go from left to right. Whichever one comes first, you're going to do first. Since we only have addition, we are going to add 5 plus 16 equals 21. Let's walk through another practice problem together. All right, as you can see, we have 4 times 3 plus 2 to the third minus 6. So our first step is parentheses, and we have a set of parentheses here. 4 times 3 equals 12. So now I'm going to rewrite this problem. 12 plus 2 to the third minus 6. Remember, our next step is exponents. We do have an exponent here. So 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to rewrite that as 8. 12 plus 8 minus 6. And next we have multiplication and division. We don't actually have any multiplication and division in this equation, so now we're going to move on to addition and subtraction. For addition and subtraction, we're going to start on the left and move to the right through the equation, just like reading a book. So we're actually going to start with 12 plus 8. 12 plus 8 equals 20. And once again, we have to rewrite our equation. And now we have 20 minus 6 equals 14. And that's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and review what you've learned in today's lesson. Now remember, whenever you're working with an equation that has more than one operation in it, you need to use the order of operations. My suggestion to you, write down parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction on the right-hand side. And that could be your cheat sheet so you can check off and make sure that you are going in order. So let's go ahead and do one last example together. Parentheses. We don't have any parentheses in this equation, so we are done with parentheses and moving on to exponents. Look at that. We have exponents here. 3 to the third power is equal to 27. And once again, I'm going to rewrite this equation just to make sure that I'm staying organized. All right, exponents done. Now we're going to move on to multiplication division. Now I'm going to start on the left and move the way right. We only have division here, so we're going to divide 12 by 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4, and I'm going to rewrite my equation. And lastly, we're on to addition subtraction. Now, we have subtraction before addition here, but that's okay because we have to move from left to right. So 27 minus 4 equals 23 plus 7, and 23 plus 7 equals 30. There you go. That's the order of operations.